Because they have to, for using it, we would have to make it, just say something about being from Gainesville or Metro Atlanta, being able to say that ChatGPT help us with this. Or if they go to different or if they come to give a couple of things about their needs. It's kind of hard. But when you send in your list, say, this is a sheet. And you can see any way we can slice it, just sound the business. Like, say, if you're a young person sold like a $1 million cover or something. And if it's whatever, 38.
Does she do this?
Yes.
So would you. How does she get paid this?
She's very meticulous. But, you know, she does sometimes, but not very
I'm still waiting.
But I need to look up yours. I haven't had a chance.
I told you about the art.
I need to walk it.
I love that. I sent them out and I promise you. Yeah. I want to say that's like, yes, it goes straight to
They roll pretty soon. I wish they would lean back a little more. I'm new to this office, hoping that collaboration can increase. All of us can work together. Just as my relationship to some all the way back, so I think it's helpful for our team. We're just trying to build it, you know,
I think someone that you want to make sure they respond back to you.
I really enjoy
So I think you would
I mean, I just wanted to know yesterday, there's nothing to do with how
Did it nice not knowing?
yes. I'm curious to do it. And I give you the highlight of the form, if you're not
They walk into the take a second.
Here's the one. I'm in the car because no one's in it. Yeah, no one doesn't. Yes, I thought about you. The only reason you ask is when she does on me. You're in trouble. I am in trouble. That's why I'm so excited.
I already had it on there. Okay.
Before we get started, so Kimberly, what's your icebreaker question today? Is it, can you turn this on right here? What was your favorite TV show as a kid? All right, let's open up a discussion. What do you remember being your favorite TV show as a kid? I'll start with.
Speed Racer. He was number 5, he was the fast car that could outrun anyone. Go Speed Racer.
Oh, Sky King.
Okay.
I remember that, is that right? Who else, what was your favorite TV show growing up?
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob!
So cute.
I like SpongeBob, that's good. Chance, what about you?
I love Lucy.
I
It's
love
my favorite
Lucy.
too.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna date myself. Happy Days.
Okay.
Well, I Love Lucy is way before Happy Days. Who remembers I Love Lucy? I do too, exactly right, Joe. I didn't love that one quite as much. What was your favorite one, Virginia?
There were too many, I can't think of one.
Just one.
There were so many good ones. I mean, there were so many. Gilligan's Island. There was too many.
Well, when could you do one?
I would say like Sanford's.
Was what?
Sanford's.
The son just died this week.
Yeah.
He was 78 maybe? He just died this week. All right, who else will share their, you share yours?
I did. Barnabas Collins,
Oh, gosh, Dark Shadows.
Dark Shadows. And I
Sorry,
remember we
you
got
see
our
that.
first, I'm really gonna date myself, but I'll go ahead.
That's right, you can do that.
When we got our first color TV, and I
Who
was,
remembers their first color television? Who doesn't remember television before they were color?
but I was so excited when I knew it was being delivered. And so when I got off the bus, I ran all the way home to turn Dark Shadows on to see it in color, and it was a black and white.
I think that sounds like somebody.
Remember the embassy? Those wings. Anybody else have one they would share?
I
Your favorite
remember when
television?
I was the remote control of my house.
Remote control.
Yeah, I was. Change the channel.
I like it. All right, one more share, someone, one more person
American
share.
Bandstand.
Oh, yes.
Full house.
It's called what?
Full House.
Is it good, Jane? What was your favorite one?
Mine was just MTV in general.
MTV.
MTV all day, every day.
All right, Jamie, can you share what you shared on today, yesterday about your son?
Oh.
Yes, this is a great story.
It's kind of a long story.
Yes, we'll
My
take it.
son is in 8th grade and I've been taking him up to Klasky, which is about 45 minutes there, about an hour and a half on the way back, every day for 2.5 years.
And she also homeschooled him until he was, what, in what grade?
He's in 8th grade.
Exactly right, Jill, yeah.
But I live in East Atlanta, and he, we've always known that he would come to high school down there, but I didn't want to take him out of middle school. But I randomly found out that the high school that he was going to be attending was having tryouts. He's never been on any kind of travel team. He's always chosen to live his, weekends instead of devoting them fully to baseball, which is fine with me, because we go on a lot of adventures. But I called him and I was like, okay, they're gonna have tryouts, you're not in district, you're in 8th grade, it's a long shot, but we're just gonna go meet the coaching staff, check out the program. And that was Friday 2 weeks ago, and the tryouts were Tuesday and Wednesday, and he went and did amazing, and they pulled him to the side and were like, can you transfer? We want you on our team. And he was like, he looked at me and was like, let's do it, this is my future, and it was one of my proudest moments, just his middle school yesterday, and he's back there today. It's very exciting.
Cool.
Y'all can see him on the Braves in a few years.
He'll help mom
I'll get you
retire
some
wealthy, I like
jerseys
that. Anyway, that's great news. He's just a good kid, he really is.
He is, he's a really good kid.
I got, when you talk about before we move on, icebreaker. R3, what was your favorite show growing up?
Oh my God, Room 222?
Oh
Who
my gosh,
remembers
I
that?
remember
Oh my gosh.
Vaguely.
Yeah.
22.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
yes.
Welcome back, Connor.
Welcome back, Connor, yeah, you're right. I have watched, like, really a lot of shows like to watch myself growing up, but who remembers Jag? My favorite show about the 20 years ago. All right, Michelle's Minute. So, Michelle, are you there?
I am here.
Welcome, Michelle Meyer. Yay! Michelle is now our compliance broker. She's helping us with that. And so Michelle, we're glad to have you back. She was here, how many years ago, Michelle, as assistant team leader?
Oh, I left 3.5 years ago and I was with you all for 5 before that.
Glad to have you back, Michelle. What's Michelle's minute today?
You know, it stems again off the state of emergency. And interestingly enough, you all got another state of emergency, another 8 days. We got more snow here than you all got. So I'm not figuring that out. But what I wanted to talk about, or for you all to think about, is if you're utilizing the state of emergency to extend your contingencies and your closing, could there be, and I want some response from you, unintended consequences when you do that?
Sure, certainly.
Okay. Somebody give me an unintended consequence.
The rate lock could expire with your mortgage.
Absolutely. Okay. Anything else?
You may have to schedule your moving van.
Well, that's correct. That is correct. What about back-to-back closings for the seller? Could that become a problem? So I think that you need to, before you just carte blanche use that, think about it, what effects it has, either for the buyer or the seller. And if you are going to proceed, it's automatic in most cases, 99% of the cases. What I would recommend is that you use important dates to remember so that everybody's on the same page as far as the closing, or you can give a notice. But I like the important dates to remember because then it clearly defines what's already passed and what's upcoming. Any questions on that?
Is this the first time anyone here has heard of this emergency automatic extension of 8 days? Actually 16 days now, right, Michelle?
Correct.
Oh, 16 days. Anybody hearing that for the very first time? You shouldn't be, because someone else left out to you, all right? I get that. Anybody else? You have a question? Anybody have a question about this? Okay, this lady knows the contracts very, very well. So if you need help, please give her a call. And if you can't get her, call Sean. No kidding. Call anybody. We're acting help out. I'm getting phone calls tonight again, which is an interesting adventure. I love it. All right. Anything else, guys? Michelle, we love having you back.
Thank you. I love being back. You all make my life interesting.
Yeah, that's what we want to do. Enjoy your day, Michelle.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Michelle,
I have a question.
yes, ma'am.
How do we get in touch with Michelle if we do need to?
So I'll send that again, but there is a broker number that you can call her on. You can call her on herself. So we'll send both out again. Kim, will you send both out again? Okay, Kim will send that again. Exactly right, Michelle. All right, Y4C2Ts, TES. Let's see, who am I not calling on? Clark, which one is your favorite one?
Success results through people. That's why I'm here.
Huh?
That's why I'm here.
Oh, I like that.
Because I feel like Keller Williams collaborates with other agents where other companies may not do it as much, and virtual companies don't really do it at all.
We will say to guys, and so I love success to other people. So thank you for sharing. That's a good one for today. Thank you for that. Broker open house. You want to talk about it?
Sure.
Yeah, talk about it, please.
This is in Cartersville, and if you have anyone looking for an amazing piece of land, this is it. It's on 13.65 acres. It's the river, it's the backyard, it's got a pool. It has a huge garage, and when I say garage, I mean like tall. The garage has an apartment / or office. If you wanted to run a business out of there, you can. It's in the front, it's got pastures and barn. So it's a really amazing property, and it's today, and we're doing a drawing, so please come. I'm gonna leave early, so I'll be ready for you guys. So it's a great property. If you have time, come check it out.
Cool, great. Thank you for sharing. Looks absolutely beautiful. How gorgeous. Wow, beautiful. Thank you. Go support if you have time in your schedule. Alliance Partners, who's up?
Will be us.
Come on.
Just making sure Thomas and Brown wasn't here. Good morning, everybody.
Thomas Brown will come in a little bit later.
Okay. I am this guy right here, Reed Clark, from Silverton Mortgage. She is that girl right there. Go ahead, you want to tell them about this?
Yes, please come to our appraisal CE class, it's a regular CE. A lot of great information here, we have this guy, Mark Durnan, coming with a bow tie on, so we will have a lot of good
If you're wearing a
information.
bow tie, you know he's legit, right?
Absolutely, he's got
But many,
character.
I think many of y'all know Mark. He's been an appraiser in our area for a long time, and he does a good job with his class. We've had to teach it before. I wanted to ask you guys a question to see about interest. They, he works with, wait a minute, DS Murphy and Associates, the big appraisal company, and they offer another CE class. And I want to throw it out. I'm not promising we're going to sponsor it, but I want to throw it out. They do a CE class where they actually take a group of agents to a house, a little real house that's under contract, and you get to go with a home inspector and do the walkthrough, and then with the appraiser that walks through. And I just wondered, is that something that would be of interest to anybody to actually go and do that?
Yes.
Okay, let me, we're gonna look into it and see how all that works, if we can either cover the cost or defray some of the cost or something like that, because it is for CE, but you'd actually get to see what they're looking. I think that would be really a cool thing, if we can do that. I wanted to mention to you guys, something to think about. Don't forget, interest rates obviously have not dropped as much as everybody was hoping they would have by now. In general, on a 30-year fix, right now, you're right around 6%, something like that. You can get into the 5s, but in some circumstances. But don't forget about rate buy downs. You are getting situations now where there are some opportunities for price reductions. Let me give you an example. I got one yesterday, it's an agent in the office. Their client is buying this is higher end, they're buying a $1.5 million house in Gwinnett County. Well, they're planning to ask for a $50,000 price reduction. And they probably will get it on that size house. The house has been on the market a little bit. But if they actually ask for a $50,000 toward a buy down, here's what would happen. Their interest rate would go from 5.75. In year one, the interest rate would be 2.75. Now, do you think that makes a difference on a loan that big?
Yeah.
Then 3.75 for year two, 4.75 for year three, and then 5.75. But by the time, so here's the thing. By the time year four comes up, either they will have had an opportunity to refinance, or that 5.75 is going to still be looking pretty doggone good, right? One or the other.
Or they've been transferred.
Or, yeah. Or they've sold it or something like that. Here's the cool thing about a buy down. So let's say, I happen to remember the number because I ran it this morning. It was $34,000 for the interest rate buy down. So they still were going to have $16,000 of the $50,000 to go toward closing costs, or to buy the initial rate down further, if that makes sense. Start with a little lower rate. So let's say it's $35,000. Let's say that this time next year, interest rates are down, I don't know, I'm gonna make up a number. What do you think? Interest rates are down at what next year?
Say 5.25.
5.25. Well, that might not move the needle. But if something happened where they moved enough that they could refi, whatever amount of that $35,000 has not been used for the monthly subsidy, it's still theirs. And it goes to reduce their principal balance on the refinance. So the thing about a buy down is you can never lose. If you do a price reduction, I mean, that really doesn't, it's not going to change your payment, not like a rate buy down does. So keep those in mind. If you're in a situation where you know that your client's going to be asking for a significant price reduction, think about actually making it as a seller contribution to a buy down. So, any questions on that?
So I have a question, and I hope it's not making, it's not political. So Jerome Powell will be stepping down in May, and he believes that the economy is such we need to hold interest rates where they are. Is that a fair assessment of what you think short run?
I would say that's a general
The
accurate.
new guy thinks that we just need to put the rates down. He thinks it will help our economy. Any thoughts on that at all?
The guy that has been nominated is the guy that a lot of the experts that I read, that's the guy they thought would be the best. Now, I don't know enough about it. The guy who actually is a financial guru that I read a lot every day, for months he's been saying, I hope it's this guy. He said, because he believes that the Fed has tried to control things too much, and they've been too slow at times, too fast at times, and he believes that there needs to be an overhaul. And the Fed has a job to do, but they need to do it differently. And really, he hasn't come across super, what I've read from him, hasn't come across as super partisan, because he did the same thing in previous administrations when he was a part of the Fed board, where he was saying, hey guys, we're overstepping, we're not handling this right. So I'm optimistic that actually, for the long-term health of our economy and financial system, it might be better.
And Daniel, any comments from you on that?
I agree.
Great, Hunter? Any comments?
No, I think that's pretty much.
I mean, he seems to have been a pretty good choice. That, I mean, when people on both sides seem to like it,
Yeah.
if one or the other, if both sides like it or both sides hate it, it's probably the right person, right? Yeah. So, anyway, appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
I was gonna say, that dude, he is wicked smart.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, I can't remember what exactly he was involved in, but I think it was the 2008 financial crisis.
He was?
He got-
With Bernanke.
Yeah, he got called on to help the White House.
And I think he's the one who was saying, guys, we're doing this too aggressively, which actually looking back now, it was. But I will say this about Jerome Powell. Jerome Powell also is wicked smart. He wasn't an economist though, so anyway.
Well, thank you, that's great. Thank you. Star Square, come on. He's gonna have a great breakfast, yay.
Yes. Hello, thanks for having me. Enjoy your sandwiches. My name is Jacob Thompson. I own and run Store Square. We're a portable storage container business. We've been partners with this office for a while now. So I know a lot of you guys. I recognize your names and faces. So I know you guys have used us and referred us to clients. So thank you for that. If you have not referred Store Square to one of your clients yet for moving and storage, I would love that opportunity. Quick story, this happened yesterday. I think some of you know, some of you might not know, but we have a best price guarantee. So if somebody gets a competitive quote from Pods, Packrat, U-Haul, Allied Van Line, doesn't matter who, we'll match it because we have capacity, we want the capacity, we want the opportunity there in the business. Well, somebody in Charlotte, North Carolina thought they were being so smart, they built their own fake quote and took a picture of Pods and photoshopped a fake logo on it and changed the door green and then submitted it, and it was $50 for delivery and like $99 a month. So this guy was gonna save like $600 on this fake quote that he submitted to use our best price guarantee offer. And of course we see it and we're like, who the heck is that? So not only is he not getting a discount, he's not even getting a Store Square container because I don't want to do business with people like that. Yeah, if that's how the relationship starts, where do you think it'll end? Yeah, yep. So I tell that story, one, because it's ridiculous, two, because I wanted to make sure everybody does know we have the best price guarantee. So if it is, your client is in a situation where they're moving across town, across the southeast, we're set up for either of those. If it's a situation where you have a listing and need to do a pre-listing declutter, we're set up for that. Really anywhere where you hear those keywords, moving, storage, van line, moving truck, whatever it might be, just pause for a second, think about Store Square, and I would love the opportunity to earn your business.
So we'll just talk about the 8-day automatic extension. If you get stuck, are you gonna be out of your house early or late, whatever, how can you help with that?
So that would be a perfect example where Store Square would be the best option for your client. So if that happened and contingencies got pushed out, closings got pushed out, something got delayed, whether it's 8 days or any amount of time, for Store Square, it's no big deal. We just wouldn't re-deliver the container to the new address. We would just hold it at our facility. It's a monthly container rental, so if it's still in that monthly window, it wouldn't even add any cost at all. it would just be, hey Jacob, my closing got pushed back 8 days, okay. What time would you like the container delivered? Where the alternative, if that was a van line and the contents were sitting on a van line, somebody was mentioning something, they were stuck in DC earlier, I eavesdropped, I heard a conversation, yes ma'am. That would be really, really painful to be in that situation, certainly personally and potentially financially as well. So that's where having a container where it's just gonna sit there until you're ready and there's no impact on cost would be an awesome use case. So, yes, sir, thank you for bringing that up.
Really honest businessman, he'll take good care of you. If he gives you a quote, you can count on it.
Yes, sir, yeah, it's for real.
Any questions, guys, at all? Any questions, man, at all? We give you guys. All right, Thomas and Brad is not here right now, so we will move on from them. All right, okay, you're on, Sean.
Awesome. Good morning, everyone. How are you? Morning. Great. Okay, we're gonna do that again. Y'all gotta get better at this. We've done this a few times now. Good morning, everyone. How are you? I won't make you stand up. I will make everyone stand up and do jumping jacks, okay? I'm gonna start real quick. Everyone got an email. If you haven't seen it, Keller Williams sent an email to every agent in Keller Williams International regarding a settlement for a lawsuit, okay? And I just want to quickly cover this and talk about this. Materially doesn't affect your day-to-day in any way, shape, or form. This lawsuit is the Batten lawsuit. This is the one that was brought by home buyers. The one that was previously settled with the NAR and all that stuff, that was home sellers. So these are two separate lawsuits. And what Keller Williams has done is they have settled with this lawsuit. It was submitted yesterday for approval to the circuit court that it was in. The number is $20 million. Okay, and so Keller Williams is effectively settling to get out of they're going to be out of the suit. All these other companies that you see here are still involved in this. The NAR is still involved in this, all this stuff. We're paying so that we can move forward and we can stop thinking about it and we can go focus on other things. So I wanted to just quickly talk about that because you all have it in your email. You're going to see it at some point. That way you have a little bit of clarity on it. You can get into the details if you want on it, but it's really simple. We just settled with this group of home buyers so that we can be done with it. Okay? And with this, this is the email that the new CEO, Chris Zarnecki, sent to everyone. With this, I want to talk about, we talk a lot about AI. We're starting to talk a lot about AI in this office, right? If you didn't know anything about this, and you wanted to know something about this, AI is a great place to start, okay? How many people use their @KW email addresses? You all have one as an agent at this office. And because it's a Google-hosted web address, that @KW is hosted by Google, we have the ability to use Gemini, which is their AI platform, and all of its levels, all right, where you don't have to go and pay for it. You can use all the way up to Pro, and it's going to work for you. You don't have to pay extra for it. So that's something you can go and utilize as a free tool as part of your being an agent at KW. And one of the things you can do there is live chat with AI. And so Kimberly's going to turn this over, all right? And I'm going to mirror so you can hear this. Give me just a second so I can get connected. And I'm just going to do a quick example. And I want you to hear what this system is telling us. Okay, I'm going to talk to it. Right. Okay. Can you please explain to me the Keller Williams settlement in the Batten lawsuit?
Keller Williams has settled the Batten lawsuit, which was an antitrust case brought by homebuyers. They agreed to pay $20 million, and the settlement releases Keller Williams agents and franchisees from future claims like that. The case is different from previous lawsuits because it was brought by homebuyers, not sellers. Is there anything specific you'd like to know about the details?
Anyone want to ask it a question? Anybody have any other questions about it? What you got?
It said that it releases us from lawsuits like this. So does it release us from future lawsuits? Does this settlement, if approved, release us from future lawsuits that are similar in name?
Yes, if approved, the settlement does release Keller Williams agents and franchisees from future claims like that in the Batten lawsuit. Is there anything specific you're concerned about?
Anything else?
What were the actual claims?
What were the actual claims in the Batten lawsuit?
The Batten lawsuit alleged that real estate industry practices violated antitrust laws. Specifically, it claimed that rules related to commissions forced homebuyers to pay inflated prices. Are you interested in the specifics of how those practices allegedly worked?
Yes.
Yes.
The core claim was that real estate industry rules, and particularly the requirement that sellers pay buyer-agent commissions, amounted to a conspiracy. The plaintiffs argued that this maintained artificially high commission rates and limited competition, ultimately increasing costs for homebuyers. Does that make sense?
How does this compare to the lawsuit brought by home sellers?
The key difference is the plaintiff. The Batten lawsuit was brought by home buyers who claimed the commission structure led to higher prices for them. In contrast, previous lawsuits, like the Sitzer-Burnett one, were filed by home sellers, who argued the commission system forced them to pay inflated fees. Does that clarify things?
Yes.
Sean, what if I'm at a non-protected company?
What if I'm at a real estate company or brokerage that is not named in this lawsuit, or that is named in this lawsuit, but has not settled? How does that affect me as an agent?
Even if your company isn't directly named or hasn't settled, the broader settlements and the resulting changes could still affect you. There are likely big changes coming to commission structures and how buyer representation agreements are handled. You might need to adapt your practices and be
We've already talked about that, right? We already do the brokerage agreements and things like that. Anybody have any other questions
That's
to
good to
ask?
hear. The key might be how those.
Okay, you stop. Anybody have any other questions?
How did you get there?
How did I get here? That's a great question, okay? So, today you get to see all these apps that I don't use. All right, so there is a Gemini app, okay? When you log into your email also, in the top right-hand corner, there's a set of 9 little squares right next to where you see your name. Click that. You may have to scroll down a couple of times, but you can also go in and just search Gemini, and it will come up, and because you're logged into your @KW email address, it's a Google platform, so it will automatically log you in to your KW account. You already be logged into Gemini. Does that make sense? So if you're logged into your email, go into the search bar and type Gemini. Google Gemini is what it is. Click the link, and then when you go into it, it already knows that you're logged into your email and will automatically log you in for Gemini.
A random question on our KW email. Most of us have our own email addresses.
Yep.
But I was told years ago when all that fraud started coming out that we should use the KW email address because you guys have more security than our personal email address. Is that not true?
That's a great question that I'm not gonna answer because I am not sure. I will find out for you though.
Because Keller Williams has security.
Yeah, I mean,
Which our Gmail or whatever,
I would-
ours don't have security.
correct. I would imagine that Keller Williams has security overlays on our @KW email addresses that normal, regular, everyday Google accounts probably don't have.
Because it's the Google, Yahoo accounts that are.
And Sean, can you speak to, I want to go back to this, because this is important. What Paige asked,
That's
is
not
a
being
big
quiet.
question, that we are protected at Keller Williams from what those lawsuits. Can they still sue us? Yes. But if I'm in another company, they're not protected, are they?
Say that one more time, sorry. I was
In other words,
distracted, my
we're
wife
protected
came
at Keller
up.
Williams because of, we settled, okay? But if I'm at a company that's not settled, we are more liable. True?
So on an agent level, we're not gonna deal with this in any sort of material way. But the companies that are still involved are still exposed to what could be potentially significant risk, which could impact their company's ability to support them at the highest level, right? Because if it goes to trial and they don't settle, what we did is we settled. We decided that it was worth $20 million for this to go away for Keller Williams altogether, right? We didn't want to ride it out and see if we get it to zero or risk that it could be a huge number that could materially impact. Yes, ma'am?
There's another side to that too. And the side, especially in the area that we're in with the high level of education of the buyers and sellers that we work with.
Mhm.
And that is that we have the ability now to say we are no longer a part of that lawsuit.
Correct.
Our company took the high road and we settled on it. Now, I really think that we need to paint your kitchen.
Yeah.
I mean, get back to the buying
Yeah.
and selling of real estate.
Correct.
is my point.
Yeah, correct.
And I think that that's what the KW and Gary's thoughts were, not that I know what Gary's thoughts are, but that get back to selling real estate.
Sure. Yeah, I think that, I totally agree with you. I think that the powers that be, both Gary and the new private equity group that we have involved, decided that this wasn't worth any more mind share. They wanted to get back to focusing on moving Keller Williams forward, and to a private equity group, this is CODB, this is cost of doing business almost, right? They want to just move past this and limit their exposure on the high end. And so, when you're talking to agents and if they have a question or if this comes up, hey, we're out of those lawsuits, we don't have to worry about that anymore, we're just business as usual, exactly like you said. Yep. Any more questions on this? All right, we're gonna switch gears. Everybody has two things in front of them. All right, well, three things. One was from Silverton. The heat is clearly working in this room, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Holy smokes. Man, all right. The first thing you have there is this calendar right here. So we are starting to print our calendars every month. This is still available on the resource page. This is just a really pretty, Kimberly did all of this. Kimberly, thank you very much for doing this. Everybody give Kimberly a hand for doing this. This is gonna be our training calendar. Understand something. This is concrete on paper, right? Training calendars are subject to change because everybody involved is human and things come up and life changes. So, the best place to check, this is something you can have and look at and, like while you're sitting here or whatever, but I would always double check against the calendar, the Google Calendar on the resource page so that you're clear if it's still on. Most of the time, Kimberly, if we have something canceled, do we normally send out an email, XYZ is canceled?
Yes.
So we'll try and get that to you. Sometimes things happen last minute, we can't, but we will always update as soon as we know, okay? But we are really excited. Our three, myself, Kimberly, Angela, Libby, and Mandy, who are on our career development committee for the ALC, have been working really hard on our training calendar and making sure it's really, really great. And so we're really excited about where we're going, so please make sure you put these things on your calendar and show up, okay? Next thing you have in front of you, and we're gonna do a quick little exercise, all right, is a white sheet of paper. It's completely blank, okay? All right? There's a pen there. We're gonna take like 3 minutes. Kimberly's gonna play us some nice music, and you're gonna draw on this piece of paper your idea of best day ever. Best day ever. I just want you to draw it. Go.
Is this a real estate day or? Best day.
I've given you all the information I've given you. I just want you to draw your best day ever.
Do that.
Yeah. It doesn't, listen, I'm not looking for, Rembrandts or, Picassos or anything like that, okay?
Lucky for you.
Your idea of best day ever can be anything you want it to be. Going in your mind. Yeah, you're doing it. Service.
We don't carry kids anymore.
Okay.
You go, Danielle. Come on.
I'm sorry, I should.
I wouldn't have.
I need you to know I need to know what that looks like. I know you have an idea.
I can't draw.
It doesn't matter, that's not the point.
Write it out.
You're going first now. This is elevator music, this is ugly.
Sean, name that tune.
No chance. Claire Newman, something you should learn about me right now. I love all kinds of music. I'm never gonna be able to name who sings it or what
That's me.
name. My wife, I name every song ever.
And then how do we roll it? And then you get you gotta make us roll. You gotta enter each and every person.
That would be fun.
That would be so much fun.
About another minute and a half, we'll stop. All right. Now. All right, Kimberly, we can turn that music off. Who wants to stand up and share theirs?
You first.
Don't be shy.
You first.
I'll go first.
Yes.
Mine even has a date. I already know what it is. So on October 4th of this year, my 4-year-old is gonna ring the bell at Choa. His treatment ends that day, and as long as everything goes to plan between now and then, he will officially be declared cancer-free, and so that's it. And I'm no artist either. This is a sign, another sign, a bell, a little kid ringing it, and a whole bunch of people standing around. And it looks like my pen, had a seizure. All right, who's next? Don't be shy. I'm about to start calling on people. All right. Billy, you knew it.
Do I have to stand?
Yeah, stand up, show us the picture.
Alright, so this is me and my wife with my 6 children to be, and we've got our Sprinter van and it says Burns Mobile.
Okay.
We're in the market for that, so if anybody has any Sprinter vans coming up, let me know. And then we're at the Grand Canyon, taking a road trip and watching the sunset, and just kind of enjoying a great day.
That's awesome.
That's a good one.
That's really cool. I know you have a few kids when you're looking into, ways to move an entire crowd.
Yes.
All right, who's next?
I'll go.
Go ahead.
All right, so perfect day. I am awake. I woke up and I'm healthy and I'm happy, right? And then I do my prayer meditation. I kiss, I hug my husband,
And then I am on this Zoom call where we are masterminding. And I have this big old wide smile on my face because later that day, I'm getting on a plane and I'm headed to Paris.
Okay.
So that's
Sounds
my
fantastic.
birthday day. Yeah, it's a birthday.
You wanna share?
Me?
All right, Mark's gonna
Well,
share.
you kind of.
It's okay.
So I drew the beach, definitely not an
Aw.
artist, but me laying on the beach.
That sounds fantastic.
That's about it.
Just you, no one else.
Yep, just me.
Just you. Yeah, I think that's the important part, right? All right, Zach?
So those of you who actually have a conversation with me know that being a Disney adult's like half my personality. So of course this is a very terrible drawing. I'm not an artist, but this is Walt Disney World. This any day at Disney is the best day.
So in 2 weeks, when I'm driving through that gate, if I send you a picture, you'll be very jealous.
Well, no, because I'm going to Mexico the week after that, so.
Yeah.
Can we trade? I'll send, you can definitely go to Disney. I'll go to Mexico.
I've already been twice.
Okay. This year?
Yeah.
This year, not the last 12 months.
What kind
The
of-
calendar.
What kind of PTO plan does the Page Morning Group have?
No, in the last 12 months, I've probably been like 17 or 18 times.
Okay, that's, I hope I never go that many times.
If you like it, it's great.
Jim, how about your best day ever?
Let's see, my best day ever is gonna happen at the end of this week. I'm gonna go visit my grandsons.
Okay, that's awesome.
Family in Virginia, that's what happened, so that's it. But little known fact, who know what piece of music was playing earlier when the music started playing? Anybody know what it was?
Was it Moonlight Sonata?
It was not.
I think
It was by Claude Debussy.
What's the name? What was it?
Come on, guys, what was it?
Sounds like some of those TV shows we were talking about earlier.
I think they were listening.
Daniel's husband used to play it on the piano.
And well, I played that piece of music in high school.
So it's old. Okay.
He and I were contemporaries.
All right, 2 more people. Who else wants to share? Go ahead.
So this is the mountains in Mendoza, Argentina. This already happened to me, but I want to go back to this perfect day, every day.
Yeah.
We were able to do this for 3 years, thanks to real estate. I am back now, getting more work done, so I can go back and do it for a longer time.
Nice. That's really cool.
Just relaxing with my 3 kids and my husband.
What'd you like the most about it?
I like to have time, slow down, wake up, drink my coffee, looking at the mountain, driving my kids to school. I know they're coming back at noon.
Yeah.
So we have the rest of the day to share with each other. And I have a lot of time for myself,
Yeah.
building communities and just taking care of women.
That sounds fantastic. That's really awesome.
Perfect day.
Awesome, thank you, Sherry. All right, anybody else? You want to share your masterpiece? Please share. Come on.
This is.
You gotta stand up and show everyone.
We need to take an art class at the Page.
Yeah, this is what I'm learning. We need an art class here.
We do contracts. This is me, and this is my huge koozie. It has 2 Diet Cokes in it.
Okay.
Okay, and this is my, box.
Boombox.
This is my
It's a
boom
boombox.
box from the 80s.
Did you carry it in on your shoulder?
Yeah. And I'm laying on a very comfortable lounge chair with a pillow. And this is the ocean. This is the ocean, and this is the sunshine. So I'm at the beach, and that's my day with a double koozie Diet Coke, laying in the sun with just a little overcast.
I also noticed that you did not draw anyone else in this picture. So Ed, you're not invited to
No,
this
Eric
game.
Clapton's in that picture.
No, he's not. Morgan says that the worst thing that happens to him at the beach is a couple of times he's gotten Freon poisoning.
Oh.
Yeah. He stays in the house.
So now I'm gonna cause a little marital strife. What is your best day ever?
My name is Eddie Don Morgan. Morgan sinks 44-foot putt to win club championship.
Yeah.
At 80 years of age. June the 5th, 2028.
Nice. That sounds like a goal.
This is Paige jumping up and down.
You're in this. This sounds more like a goal. Is this a goal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many of your best day evers are goals?
Oh, yeah, mine is.
All of them, right?
All of them, yeah.
You've done yours, but you wanna go back, it's a goal, right? So sometimes it's good to stop thinking about the mechanics of what we do and start thinking about the why, right? These are all whys. You don't realize it, but these are all whys, right? And so whatever that is, take this piece of paper and keep it. I don't want you to throw it away in the trash can. I'm gonna take mine, I'm gonna put it in my office. This is something that motivates you. Oh, okay, apparently we need to see Kennedy's best day ever.
No, it is not.
Come on.
He's just laughing at my ocean.
It's okay, let's see it.
Okay,
You gotta
yours
find
is
what
better
you
than
No,
mine.
my ocean's terrible.
Okay, my perfect day is just spending time with the people that I love. I put a kite because flying kites are really fun. But the day would be spent doing all that, but then at the night, I'm getting New York Times bestseller for a book. So then I'm like accepting the award.
That you wrote?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, so then I'm smiling.
Okay,
But that's the beach because like why not?
that's
But
awesome.
it looks very poorly drawn.
What kind of book do you want to write?
Any of them?
Any of them? Okay.
Just like words on paper, hopefully that are good.
You're gonna hire an illustrator, though, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, anybody else just dying to share? Anybody want to share? We did this exercise for a couple reasons. One, you put the things that are important to you on a piece of paper, right? You don't think about this every day, but it's important to think about it sometimes and to put it on paper. Now that you've written it down, you're going to remember this more. You're going to think about this more. Okay, it's proven. When you write things down, you remember them, you use them in your everyday thought more, even if it's subliminally, all right, or subconsciously, you're working towards that goal. Okay, and the other reason is everybody in this room is an agent at our office. We're a community. Our culture is super important, right? That's something that we pride ourselves on. We hang our hat on, all right? And everybody in this room just learned a little bit about the other people in this room. Even if you didn't share, you still learned something, right? Right? So remember, everybody here is working towards some goal that they think is really important, their why. We're all rowing in the same direction. We all want to be successful so that we can have those big things, do those fun things, do those whys, right? So support each other. When you see somebody that needs some support, wrap your arm around them. Ask them if they need some help. We go back to something I talked about, I don't know, probably 5 months ago. When you pass somebody, hey, how you doing? What's most people respond?
Fine, how are you?
Fine, how are you? What if you ask them the second time, hey, how are you really doing? Right? Just shout it. Okay? Lean into that a little bit. Awesome. Did everybody enjoy that activity? We didn't talk about real estate, but it is related, right? It's just life, right? And sometimes I think we got to get away from, we're a real estate company, don't get me wrong. We have to talk about real estate, that's what we do. But sometimes you got to step away from it. Okay? All right, Kimberly? I got the clicker up, sorry. All right, now we're going to go through some quick announcements. And then I got a really cool video for us at the end that's like 30 seconds long. All right, this is a free 3-hour CE credit. This is breaking up, it's hard to do. Holding it together, knowing when to let go. This is on February the 20th from 1 to 4 in person. This is one of those rare Friday afternoon classes we have. Okay, so Cheryl's always great. Everything she teaches is both entertaining and useful. So I challenge you to be here. I do not believe this is CE credit, a broker CE credit, I mean. But this is not broker, right, Kimberly?
I have to double check.
Okay. We are double checking. I don't think it is. All right, Kennedy. You want to come and talk about this? Come on up.
We were reviewing my artwork, so.
Come on up.
Okay, sorry, I was looking at some more beaches. Okay, good morning, you guys. So yes, I'm sure you've seen these around the office right now. So I know that I've talked to you guys before asking for listing videos, but free marketing for your listings. Think about it. You send me your listing video. We upload it. We share it on our page. We tag you. You don't even have to post it. It's already posted. It's uploaded for you. And if we invite you to be a collaborator on the post, You just accept and it's up on your page.
Which we will do.
Exactly. So, it's truly free marketing for you, if you think about it. And it's very easy. So what we have on here, again, free listing marketing for your agents. If you guys scan this QR code, it's on all of the papers that are around the office. It'll take you to a Google form where you just have to put your name, your email, your social media accounts that you want linked to it, and then upload your video. And it is as simple as that. And then we are uploading it. We upload one every Monday for our listing of the week feature. Yeah, it'll take you like maybe 3 minutes max to fill out. And that's all you have to do. And then you have free marketing. So.
Awesome. This is, guys, this is a service that we're providing to you. It's in the form of our social media engagement, but this is something that you can take advantage of, right? This is something that we are committed to doing every single week. We need, at this moment, what have been 4 weeks in this month, this year so far? So we need 48 more videos for listing of the week. Okay, obviously they need to be active, right? So keep that in mind and send those to us. We would love to put this stuff out. We're not doing this for our own good. You don't get any benefit by putting that listing out. She's not a listing agent, she's not a buyer's agent. We're doing this to benefit our agents. So make sure we're sending the stuff to her so that we have the material to be able to do that. Okay? Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey Sean, Thomas and Brown's class is broker.
Okay. Thomas and Brown, that Thomas and Brown class is Broker CE. You're very welcome. All right, this is our Loving on Listings contest. R3, you want to chat about it?
I do. Yeah, I'm so excited about this. We do this every year. And so this year is really simple, except
what song was that?
I know it though. If you have an address for your listing and it has Valentine's or February in it, it's an extra point, right, Kimberly? We talked about that. If it has heart in it, it's an extra point. If it has a red door, it's an extra point. So here are the details. For the group that has 10 listings in the month of February, and they have to be active listings. Active listings. Then you're gonna win a lunch with Jim. For the team that has, what did we say, 5 listings? Active in the month of February, you will have lunch with Sean. And for an experienced agent, single individual agent with minimum of 3 listings, you will win a $200 gift card. And for new agents with 2 listings, then we'll give you a glorious yard sign. And we would like your help. We would like you to go to the front desk, ask Billy for a heart, put the address and your name on that, and we've got a beautiful listing board right as you walk in. You can't miss it. So please help us out by putting your active listings on that board. Thank you very much. Active, not new. Active.
Has to have gone active.
Active February
It has
1
to-
to
yeah.
February was the last day.
Not,
Okay, so
it has to be, the list date has to be February 1st to February 28th.
Yes.
The list date.
The listing agreement has to be signed between February the 1st to at the end of the February, right?
You could have signed it on January 31st to go live February 1 or February 15th.
Okay.
Any listing that goes active in the month of February
In the
counts.
month of February,
There you go.
okay?
All right. I mean, the real prize here is this right here. So I'm gonna go out and say I see that face. If you weren't presenting, you'd write that down and you'd have drawn a picture of that. It's your best day ever. So awesome. Really excited about this. Let's lean into this and let's get a whole bunch of listings this month. All right, that's what our office does really well. We are really great at listings. Let's go kill it this month as well.
And I just go back, Kimberly says, new agents, 1 year or less, if you take a listing, we will reward you.
Yeah.
Because we want you to take listings.
It's one listing forever. All right, this is the listing lifeline. How did that go this morning? I sat in it for a few minutes.
It was wonderful. probably, we're picking up on, the number of agents that are coming, and everybody's coming with listings that really have issues. And we all have that. But, with the collaboration that we have in that small window of time, I think it's really helping us. I know that we've had people that have come back that have said, I changed what you said to change, and we're under contract.
That's awesome.
So it's wonderful that you can, talk with your peers about what can help you sell your listing. And some things that are so obvious to the group, we're totally, the listing agent was oblivious to it because they looked at it over and over and over, trying to figure it out. And, we as a group can figure it out in just, 2 minutes. So please come. If you do not have a listing, please come and assist, with helping others with theirs.
Go ahead.
It's in the little room right outside of my office.
I would love for it to be big enough where you have to be in here right before team meeting. Yes, sir?
One key thing that came out of the meeting this morning was, the address page. Talk about that real quick, about actually taking the directions that are in FMLS and see if it takes you to the listing or not.
Yeah, when you, are trying to make sure that you're proposing the best way to the property through your directions, get in your car and drive the directions. Don't just write them down. There could be a much more pleasant way to get to the property, and make sure that you're not driving past the Dempsey dumpsters of, years ago that are just, rotted out. And make sure that you're driving past the elementary school that's 3 blocks from the property.
There is a pleasant way to get most places.
Right.
I went down to the Rawls, I'm gonna use this as an example. I went to the Rawls Group office yesterday for a meeting yesterday afternoon, and anytime I put that address in there, I always do ways just to get traffic, and that way I don't avoid all that stuff. Anytime I go in that direction, it always wants to route me through Indian Hills. I hate it. I love the neighborhood, but I hate going through the, just stop, go, left, right. I always just wanna go down here, turn right on, Johnson Ferry, go that way. And it's the same thing. There's a good way and a bad way to get places.
But if you don't drive it, you don't know.
That's exactly right. That's right. All right. This is Zoom only. This is open house strategies. This is tomorrow, tomorrow, 11 to 12. This is Zoom only. We're gonna send out a link, so you don't have to be here for that. You can log on wherever you are. Just don't do it in the car while you're driving, please. We don't need any wrecks.
And please tune in.
I do all of them in the car.
He is like the master. This is how he kicked off his business, 2 years ago, and he was supposed to do 100 open houses. He ended up doing 300 open houses.
In 1 year.
In 1 year. So this is like 2 years afterwards. We've had him here before, so if you go to Quantrain, he is in there. But I wanted him to come back and give us an update. Yeah,
Go ahead.
because he's doing fantastic. But this is how he kicked off his business,
Sure.
doing open houses.
So this sounds like this is a gentleman that's gonna teach you how to grow your business through open houses, right? I think he's gonna teach you how to decide where and what to do,
Yeah.
right? Not to be confused with the class that Paige teaches on best practice. I'm sure he's gonna have some best practices, but she teaches a class, and we'll get this on the calendar. It's effectively an open house certification class.
Yeah.
And so they're a little bit different, so make sure we're seeing both of them.
Right, so often, I often get the comment, Jim, we don't have enough classes for people that are experienced. Would you call this an experienced agent class?
I would come in here because I'm looking for the one strategy as an experienced agent that's gonna make my open house better. Cause I think I can always do a better job at whatever, right? And definitely, it is for new agents to launch, but you can, cause he was on the pivot call this morning, and we were covering open houses this week on the pivot call. And he was talking about how he did the open houses and some of the strategies he used, and I was like, oh, the next time I do an open house, I'm gonna implement this and see how it works out for me. Always learn something.
Yes, ma'am?
I've been to all of them while I'm driving, and they've all been very meaty, very, very meaty.
Okay, awesome.
I would say that for.
Yeah,
that's for
so,
everyone.
so I think it's a matter of how you look at it, all right? Is he gonna teach you, you know, how to do an open house? He's gonna tell you how he does it, right? You may learn something from him, but we can all gain something from having multiple, everybody has lead funnels in their business, right? Open houses are a lead funnel, right? You might be an experienced agent, you may be in the business for 15 years and you hate open houses and never use them as a lead funnel. But because the market has shifted, the market has changed, the way you were doing business is not producing the amount of production you need, this could be something you could come and learn and add a lead funnel that works for you. So I think it's a great way for new agents to start in the business is to go host a bunch of open houses.
Yeah.
But I also think this is something that experienced agents can learn from and gain valuable insights from.
I think that something that's so special about anything open house wise for this year, for any person at any level, is that last year, a lot of us did not have our best year in real estate. So we are watching our finances this year. This is the most cost-effective way that you can lead generate in the world.
Yep. When I first got into real estate, our office, if you were gonna do one open house on a weekend, you were gonna do 4. You were gonna do 2 on Saturday and 2 on Sunday, because it was the best use of your time. You're already out doing it, you would pick things were geographically close, and you could door knock neighborhoods in between, grab some lunch, and it was just a great day, do a morning and afternoon session. And it was so fruitful. And I tell this story all the time, one of the first leases I ever took, I did an open house and said, Alfred, I could take you to it right now. And ended up doing almost $10 million worth of business off that over a 24-month period, just from the contacts at the open house. Like, it's really powerful stuff. All right, chili cook-off competition. This is Thursday, February the 5th, from, this is this Thursday, 12 to 1. Who's gonna make some chili?
Eddie Don?
Kimberly's gonna make some, Reed's gonna make some, Eddie's gonna make some. Zach?
Who else?
Maybe. You gonna make some chili?
Yes, he
No, I have
is.
surgery tomorrow, so.
Oh, I got you. You gonna make some chili, Margaret? Okay. You gonna come eat some chili?
Yes.
Okay.
Vegan chili?
Make sure we come. This is gonna be great fun. I'm gonna make some chili. It's gonna be fantastic. It's an old family recipe. I found it on YouTube the other day.
Somebody's family.
That's right, somebody's family. All right, pricing conversations with sellers.
Okay, all right, so to your question, experienced agents, this is for you. This woman has been an MREA for at least 10 years. It's only 2 of them and I think 2 assistants. And this class, I've taken it with her before, it is very meaty and deep. So this is excellent. Please jump on these Zoom classes and ask questions of these people. Because they're giving us their time, and this is KW's culture, very open, very sharing, we just share everything. Yeah, so this is a fantastic pricing conversations. Who's having problems with pricing? I know I am. I used to be excellent at pricing, now I just don't know.
Yeah. I bet when does the pricing conversation start? Anybody? When does that pricing conversation start?
Well, before the actual conversation at the table, the pre-listed.
Yeah. And when I say pricing conversation, I mean like, you know, we obviously, it starts at the listing presentation. When you're in front of them, you know, you probably already sent your pre-listing package over with your, you know, the documents and the comps and all that, but that's when the conversation starts. When I say pricing conversations, I'm more talking about price reductions and things like that, and that conversation has to start at the listing.
Yeah.
All right, we have Market Matters coming up. This is next Wednesday, February the 11th, 9:30 to 12. We've talked about this ad nauseum. Come, join us, enjoy it. Going to be lots of great statistics. I was looking at some of the stuff that they're going to be presenting. It's useful stuff. And it goes with this stuff, because part of pricing conversations are knowing the statistics. all right? Days on market when we're priced correctly versus days on market when we're incorrectly priced, all of that stuff. So make sure we're coming, taking this for what we need and how we need to use it. All right, February the 12th, Thursday, this has actually been moved to the afternoon.
Yep.
This is now 1:30 to 4:30 at our office here. This is Bob Clancy, he's teaching Running Your Business Like a Business. The reason we moved it is so that immediately following this, you can pop right on over to our happy hour at McRae's, and then Bob is actually going to come over and spend some time with us at the happy hour, meet and greet / Q&A if you want. You can ask him questions, things like that. He's going to come and spend some time with us at the happy hour. Okay?
Who in here does not know the name Bob Kalinsky? Anybody, some of you don't know him? Guys, he's one of the most brilliant people in real estate today.
Yeah, it's going to be at 1:30.
And can be.
He's fantastic.
You can listen, Arthurine asked a great question. Can you invite friends? You can. Let's just make sure they're licensed.
Right.
Yeah. And bring all your licensed friends. Yeah, bring them all. Okay? This is a really great class. It is from like the beginning of your business, like how to set your business up, all the way into growing your business and running your business once you're an established, successful agent, right? All right, this is our Success on the Rocks event. This is every second Thursday, okay? And this is gonna be 5, we're gonna move this up to 5. I'm waiting on the restaurant to confirm with us, but we're gonna move this up to 5 so we can roll straight from here into the event. So we're gonna move this to 5, and we may move this to 5 moving forward, 5 to 6:30 instead of 5:30 to 7. But we'll talk about that. But it is gonna be at 5 next Thursday, okay? We'll send an email out with the changes for Bob's event and this event, okay? All right, this is Investing with Ro Coleman. This is February the 16th from 11 to 12. You want to chat about this one?
Take it away. Jim, do you want to talk about this?
So, she is an amazing lady. We've been friends for a long time. She used to work for Gas South, and I borrowed her Keller Williams. I am her sponsor, as a matter of fact.
Awesome.
Guys, what I love about her is that a lot of investors come in and go, well, I've got 200 houses now, and she will tell you how to get your first one. In other words, she will break it down very simply and how she did it as an agent. And guys, she has done this well. She is a ball of energy. She is amazing. If you're one of the agents that said, well, Jim, I want stuff on my level rather than on the new agent level, this is another one to come to. So she's amazing. You want anything to that at all?
No. I like it because it's simple.
It's simple.
She's gonna tell me how to get my first one and my second one. As
Which she's
opposed
done.
to I have 187 bills.
Yes, awesome. Under contract, now what? This is a class that Eric Decker is teaching here. He's on our ALC. He's going to teach that Wednesday, February 18th from 10 to 11. All right, I'd love for you guys to come and support Eric. I think he's taught here in the past, but he's super excited about teaching some classes here. So make sure you come to this 10 to 11. We have our watch parties, Monday, February 23rd from 8 to 9:30. That's Gary's vision speech. And then Tuesday, February the 24th, 8:30 to 10 a.m. This is family reunion. It is in Atlanta. If you can make it, make it. Come down there, be there in person. It's a really cool event. It's powerful. There's some insanely good speakers this year. Probably some of the best speakers I think they've had in a while. So make sure we come down and support that. If you can't, come here, and you can watch those on our TVs here, okay? All right, so Kenny, clicks and tricks.
Alrighty, so the tip that I have for you guys today is a little different than normal, but I have been asked about this before, so I wanted to go ahead and talk about it, and that is using apps to schedule your content. So with most people that I've talked to, they're just starting to get into social media, but I know that a few people are very comfortable using it, and one thing that a lot of people do once they tend to get more comfortable with it is to use scheduling apps. So what that means is there's platforms that will offer you ways to look into your insights, a whole lot of summaries about your Instagram or TikTok or Facebook or LinkedIn that it takes, you have to pay for them, which is downside, but it can break down some of the things that you may not know how to read through, like the metrics and stuff, if that's something that you're looking for, but it also takes the stress off of posting for a lot of people. So I know I talked about scheduling in the apps, but some people tend to like to just use a separate application completely and they can just upload the content and then they really don't have to think about it because the app goes through with scheduling, making sure that the caption's correct and everything like that. So I wanted to go ahead and show you, these are the top 5 social media scheduling apps of 2025. So there's a few of these that are on here. Sprout Social is a good one, Hootsuite as well. I've looked into a few of those. So I wanted to go over these because if someone was interested in using an app like this, but they weren't sure where to start, I would definitely be able to talk to you guys about that. Or if you're just curious, about scheduling your social media and if this would be worth it, if it would be worth to pay for something like this versus, talking to me about possibly helping schedule or looking into helping with your social media. So I just really wanted to go over that because I feel like that's something that I learned about when I was getting my degree, and it's not something that I feel like I talked about before with you guys, and it is something important. So my agent video today, I wanted to show you guys this video because this is a great example of just picking up your phone and recording something for social media and how it doesn't have to be something very elaborate and it can still be a really good video. So we're gonna go ahead and play this one for you guys.
You can't just pick any number. Almost 60% of the homes that sold last year had to cut their price. And the days on market is right around 2 months. If you want a price right and the house isn't in great condition, the buyers are just gonna walk on. Do you remember how crazy things were a year ago? It's a different vibe now. We actually have 9% more homes in the market now than we did last year. Fewer people are signing contracts. It's not a crash, but the frantic bidding war is not happening now. I'm Adrienne Geary, realtor in North Atlanta. Reach out anytime.
And this is a great video because it's shorter, so you're not losing attention span, but it's also very informative. And she makes sure with the call to action at the end to show her contact information, who she is, and why you should listen to her talking about the housing market. But again, this is her just picking up her phone and talking, and it's a really great video. So I wanted to show you guys that for a little bit more inspiration if you're looking into things that you could post on your social media. But that is all I have for you guys today.
Awesome, thank you, Kennedy.
Thank you, Kennedy.
All right, this video, I came across this, it made me laugh and smile, and so, there's no preamble to this, I just want you to watch it, and then when we're done with this video, you guys have a fantastic day.
Yes, sir. Start your video. I want to thank all of y'all for coming today and participating. Paige Morgan and her team, thank you, Paige and Ed, and you guys for coming.
Yeah.
And Janice, thanks for bringing your team today. Do you have anybody new on your team today, Janice?
We have somebody joining today, so I'll bring her next month.
That sounds great. Can we give everybody that
But I decided I'm gonna have a good day today. Instead of waiting around for a good day to happen, I'm gonna go out there and make it happen myself. So can you. Yeah. Because we are in control of our own happiness. So this morning I got up and I decided I'm gonna.
Y'all have a good day.
Are you recruiting her?
Yes. She was walking to our office.
I'll go get her.
Yeah.